How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody is having a fantastic day or evening, whenever you're watching this video. As you've noticed, all the changes going on in my channel, part of the restructure was getting me some new equipment to use for filming, sound, everything like that. I do apologize, I'm a little stuffed up right now. Been dealing with allergies the last few months, so hopefully that stuff starts going away and you can start hearing me a little better throughout the videos and everything like that. So the first bit of new equipment that I got for the channel are microphones. What I've been using lately are these Ceramonic Blink 500 B2 Pluses. They have been really good, been really great for what I've used them for. They were kind of like a lower price lapel mic that you could use. There were some things I didn't like about them, like the lack of being able to use a lavalier mic and things like that. But as I said, they served their purpose for a good while. What I will be replacing these with are the DJI Mic 2s. I know these are very good mics. I know a lot of people use them and swear by them and everything like that. So while here, we're going to unbox these things so you can get a fresh unboxing of these parts. You can kind of see what it looks like and what all comes in the box with it. So let's go ahead and get into the unboxing of this, just so you can get a side-by-side look of both mics. This is what I've been currently using here, the Ceramonic Blink 500 B2 Pluses. Then these are the new mics here. So let's go ahead and unbox them and let's get into it. Alright, so in the box, we get a nice little quick start guide, as well as a nice sticker there. Let's see if I can get this open here. There it is. There we go. DJI stickers, and then a quick start guide showing you how to work everything on the actual mic system itself, with a silica packet as always. But let's go ahead and get into the main part of this, the microphone. It does come in a nice little leather bag, DJI logo right there. Here is the actual carrying, not the carrying case, but the charging pack. Plug them in here so that way you can charge. Another silica gel. A microphone cable. Charging cable. One wind stopper, the little fuzzy head toppers. And then a second fuzzy head topper. Looks like that's all that's in there. So let's get into the main microphone system. So press here to unlock. Let's go ahead and pull this off here. Open this up, and that is how you're greeted. When you open the case, looks like it shows you exactly how many hours you have, how many hours you have as far as your charging goes on your lapel mics. You also do get the nice little lights there showing your charge level of the case itself. Let's go ahead and pull the receiver out first. There is your receiver. You get to choose your language and everything like that. Got a little scroll wheel here. Your out and headphone jack. Your USB-C right there. And then your power button. Now what you could do right here is you slide this off. And if you want to connect it to, say, a PC or an Android phone, you take this little attachment with the USB-C port and you slide it in right on there. Same with if you're an Apple user, you pull the Apple one out, which is the lightning adapter. Slide it on there, and that's how you connect it to your Apple. Go ahead and put this back on, that way it covers it up nice. So that is the receiver itself. It's also got this nice little shoe horn, that way you can put it on any camera or pretty much anything with a shoe on it. And it magnetizes in, which is kind of nice. Now here are the lapel mics. As you can see, you've got a magnet that just allows you to stick it on, a clippy system, record button, and a USB-C charging and data transfer port. The magnetic little pogo pins for the inside of the case to charge it. Power button, I would assume a function button, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack for your lavalier mics. Now, the reason I went with the DJI Mic 2s over the Mic 3s was because of that 3.5mm headphone jack. I know I wanted to use lavalier mics, which I will be ordering for this kit hopefully soon. I plan on going with the Rode lavalier 2s, because after doing some research on those, I found that they had the best sound quality out of all of the other lavalier mics that are out there. So I will be purchasing those for these mics. I plan on using this for all the equipment that I'm going to show on this video. You'll see more stuff that I can actually use this with. So let me put all of this stuff back together, and we'll get into the next stuff I'm going to show you. Up next is some new and old equipment. What I mean by that is one of these cameras I've owned for about a year and a half now, and the second camera I bought, I don't know, a couple months ago. Those are the GoPros. I've got a GoPro Hero 11 with the media mod kit to it, and a battery charger with 4 batteries. And the other one is the GoPro Hero Black 11 or 13. Same thing, I've got 4 batteries for it, the media mod kit, and a battery charger as well. I bought a kind of similar to a Pelican case that you would find at Harbor Freight. It's the Apache case. And I just kind of cut out the foam and put them all in here. With the GoPros, I do have your normal accessories, tripods, selfie sticks, but there is one other thing that I got that I'll show you as well, and it is the Sennheiser 200 mic. It is essentially just a small microphone that attaches to the shoe that you can use as like a shotgun mic, but it's not technically a shotgun mic, it's a mobile mic. It also has its own little windsock. You can also put it on a tripod and stuff like that. So that is the next bit of equipment that I got. This will be helpful for, you know, just running around shots, everything like that. Up next is a component that I have been wanting for a while, and I finally got one, and I will unbox that for you now. Let me get these off the table and we'll get right to it. Alright, so next bit of equipment, like I said, something that I have been wanting for a while now, is a gimbal. This one I wanted to try out. I know DJI holds the market for being one of the better or the best gimbals out there, but I wanted to give this one a shot. Not only for the price, because yes, it was only $260 after the Black Friday sale and everything like that, but it is a pretty cool gimbal. This one only has a 1.2 kilogram weight capacity, so it's not as high as a DJI, but it's enough to hold, you know, most mirrorless cameras, GoPros, phones, things like that. And it also does come with the AI tracking sensor. So let's go ahead and get into this box, and I'll show you what all it comes with. I have already opened it and played around with it just so I could get a feel for it. But let's go ahead and get into the box and show you exactly what all it is. Alright, so the gimbal is the Home iSteady MT2 kit. The kit means that it comes with the AI tracking sensor on it already. With my order, it came with a couple of freebies, and I'll unbox those as well. But let's get into this main gimbal kit so that way you guys can see it. The bag is very nice. It's actually a really nice bag. It's got, your clips right here for if you want to put it on a shoulder strap, a carrying handle, fully zippered, a home on the front there, and just a nice leather bag. Alright, so starting from the top and working our way down. So in the top flap here, you're going to get all of your cables. USB-C, USB Type-A, your headphone jacks for your different cameras, just all of your different connection points that'll allow you to connect your camera, your phone, your action cameras to the gimbal itself. That way you could use like the recording feature, the zoom feature, all kinds of available options that this Home MT2 will support. Now make sure to go on the website to look at the compatibility of your camera with this gimbal. That way it'll all work out properly. In this top flap as well is all your quick start guides, warranty guides, everything like that. Up next is this little folder here. Now this is one of the freebie items that I got. It doesn't normally come in here. It was sent as a separate piece, but it is a little remote. So that way you can control the gimbal while it's sitting on a tripod. It allows you to do all your basic functions for the gimbal itself. Up next is your action camera accessory kit. This will allow you to mount any of your action cameras to the gimbal itself. After that, you have your phone mount. This way you can mount any of your phones. It's got a pre-mounted shoe on it for the actual gimbal itself. That way you can slide it in and slide it out. Now to the gimbal itself. Right here, you get a base that also doubles as a tripod. That way you can set the gimbal up and run it that way. It's also a handle for if you want it to go a little further. Here is the gimbal itself. Here is the AI tracking piece, which is magnetically put on with a little rubber boot here. You could just take this off and then put this back on. It just magnetizes on, and then you put the little water boot right there. To remove this piece, you just pull that, push this button, and this is for you to mount your cameras or anything like that. You can put it horizontally, or you can actually put it vertically as well. That way you can have the different shots for your camera. As you can see, you have all your different functions and rotating knobs. Everything right here for your zooms for the cameras that support it. Your record function, your mapping, and then your power button down here, and your charger. Let me put you back up, and I will set this up on the tripod so you guys can see it. And then we'll move on to the next accessory. I forgot to unbox the other little accessory that I got with my order. So I got the remote and this with the order of the gimbal. Now this is just an extension pole. So twist it right here, slide it out, and that way you have a full-on extension pole for holding or setting it up on the tripod. It is threaded on both sides, so this one can handle the little tripod piece, as well as this one is for the actual gimbal side. Here is the gimbal all set up on the little tripod itself. The AI tracking does have a light on it that you can change between just a white light. You can even switch it to where you can change the color of it. And it's also RGB, so you can go through the different RGB colors and just set whatever color you want for the face light that's on this thing. I would show you how it works, but I'm still learning the kinks and the ins and outs of it. I also do have to calibrate it for the weight and everything like that, so that way it doesn't start freaking out. But that is the gimbal, and something I do plan on using for the channel. Now, let's get into the main piece of equipment that I will be using on this channel, and I'm excited to show you because it's going to be a very worthwhile upgrade for me. So let me get the gimbal off the table and we'll get right into it. The next bit of equipment is one that I have been wanting to upgrade on this channel for a little bit now. I've been wanting to move into the whole 4K 60 filming over the 1080p. Not to say that 1080p is a bad thing, it's been very great and the picture quality is actually really good for YouTube. So for those still filming in 1080p, it's still perfect. There's no need to upgrade unless you absolutely want to. I wanted to go to 4K 60. So the next piece of equipment I'm going to bring out is a brand new camera. I picked up the Panasonic Lumix S5 IIX, as well as all the accessories to go with it. You know, a dummy battery for when I'm on a tripod filming, a dual charger that's also a fast charger for on-the-go charging, 2 additional batteries, Wasabi power, a external SSD, because one really cool thing about this camera I will get into as I am explaining everything, and a dual SD cards for 256 gigabytes, Lexar Silver Professional SD cards. When choosing a camera, it was between the Canon R6 Mark II, the Sony A7 IV, or this. What I was looking for was something that was more video focused than it was photo focused. The reason I didn't pick the A7 IV, as that was the most strongest contender and the one I almost pulled the trigger on, was because of the overheat issue. Multiple people I have seen on reviews, as well as people who have used the camera, have told me that it'll overheat when filming in 4K rather quickly. And I'm sorry, but I just can't have that when I'm out and about filming for this channel. So the reasons I chose the S5 IIX, the Lumix, was because one, it had active cooling. There is a fan inside the camera that will keep it from overheating. And like I said, it was the one that was more video focused. It has more video settings and options, and it pretty much blew the other 2 cameras completely out of the water when it comes to that kind of thing. Now, the picture quality, it's not up to the par of the Sony, but I'm told it's still very good, especially if you do proper editing and color gradient and everything like that. You know, with the gimbal that I got, I won't be able to use some of the recording features that the gimbal offers to this camera just because it doesn't support it, but the weight of this camera is in par with that gimbal, so I will be able to use it. But it's not like I'll need it, because evidently this Lumix camera does have one of the best IBIS systems out there, as well as the autofocus system with all of the firmware updates have put it right on par with the Canon and the Sony. So I'm very happy with my purchase on this. The reason I said I'll get into the specs with this portable SD card or SSD is that one really cool feature about this camera is that you can do direct to SSD filming and storage. So instead of filming and having everything stored on your SD cards, you can film directly to the SSD, plug it into your computer, and edit directly from the SSD. Now, the only time I'll be using this is, once again, when I'm sitting on the tripod and just filming that way stationary. Otherwise, I will be filming to my SD cards because this will just be unneeded weight and unnecessary weight for the gimbal, and just something I don't want to lug around when I'm already lugging around the camera. I did get the kit, so it did come with the body and the lens. So let's go ahead and get into it and unbox it, because I'm really excited. I haven't opened this up. I wanted to wait with you guys. So let's open it up and let's check out my new camera. All right, you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get into the Lumix S52X kit that comes with the lens and the body. All right, first you're greeted with all of your manuals, warranty manuals, quick start guides, how to register, everything like that. Flap after flap. All right, so first impressions, packed very well, to be honest with you. Looks like everything's the way it should be. So let's get into this box first. I would assume this is the lens. Yes, yeah, this is the lens right here. Ooh, even comes with a, the name is escaping me, the shutter cap. You know, and I'm told that Lumix, for their kits, they actually do come with really good lenses. So the lens that the kit comes with is the 20x60 millimeter lens. It is the focal, or I'm trying to think of the focal point on this one. It's escaping me, but it is full zoom, auto focus, manual focus, and that is all done right there. Very, very nice lens. 3.5 to 5.6 is the focal on it. 20 to 60 millimeter lens. And that is the one that came with the kit. And here is the shutter cap itself. That will go just right on the top of it. Just like that. Up next is the accessory box here. So we've got the strap, the cable for charging and for data transfer if you need to be, a wall outlet, and finally a battery. All right, now for the moment, the body of the camera. Nice bubble wrapping. Then the nice little piece there. And there it is. Would have to really figure out how to work this thing. Nice little rubber covered flaps here. Full-size HDMI port, USB-C port. Got your headphone jack and your mic in jack. Dual SD card slots. fully rotating screen. And a whole slew of buttons and options that I'm going to have to figure out. What I'd like to do is figure out how to, let's see here. I know this is the battery slot, and you guys are probably going to make fun of me for this, but I am having a hard time trying to figure out how to open the battery cover. But you know what? I'll figure all that out. Pogo pad there. And then the actual tripod mount. As far as weight goes, it's really not that bad. It's not that heavy. This is a full body mirrorless camera. No shutter guard, which was kind of a bummer. I wish it did have one, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Like I said, you guys are probably going to make fun of me, but I'm just learning like you are. There we go. Just like that. Lens off. Shutter cap off. Just like that. And that is the new camera for this channel. Let me bring you back up, and that way we can go over everything. All right, and that is the brand new camera that I got for this channel. If you guys don't know, the camera that I have filmed my entire YouTube with is the Canon EOS 90D, which is a DSLR camera from 2019. It's still a fantastic camera. It works amazing, and it takes really great photos. I will still be keeping this one. The wife is actually going to be using it. She wants to get into photography, so she's going to use it while I start playing around with my new one. This is just one of the cameras that I'm going to end up picking for this channel. I do want to pick me up a second camera for photos, so I am currently researching all of that, so that way I can make sure to take really great photos for the channel. But that will conclude the unboxing of all of the new equipment that I picked up for the channel itself. I do have some other accessories coming, like a camera bag, a travel tripod, stuff like that. Eventually I do want to get me a drone. That way I have that for more, content stuff. That way I can start using all of this new equipment for all the new adventures that I want to take you guys on for this channel. This will probably be the last video I shoot on the Canon. I do have another video I still need to edit, which is my rebuild of the UNM PC. So I will be editing that video and redoing it and everything like that, but those will be the last two videos that this Canon will take. I'll still need to familiarize myself with this, so it might take a little bit to get a video from me as I figure everything out. So I do appreciate everybody. Thank you all for your support. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, so I'm just grateful that you guys are all still with me, and I can't wait to bring you along for a bunch of new content, new stuff, and exciting times. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun. Appreciate it, guys.